Guys, I'm here to get into a character analysis of Nostalgia, which is directed by Andrei Tarkovsky, released in the year 1983. And Oleg Yankowski portrays this deeply lonely kind of poet who's doing research in Italy about a countryman who is crippling from homesickness, and this goes through this existential paralysis from something of just feeling spiritually displaced. And he yearns for being at home, and yet he feels very emotionally, physically, and spiritually lonely from just all of his surroundings and himself. And his apathy just extends out to such a profound extent that he's just unable to connect with those around him or even fully appreciate the beauty of his surroundings. And he doesn't simply long for home. He just kind of ends up feeling permanently sort of lost. And Erland Josephson is a kind of mirrors Yankovic's eternal crisis as something of an alter ego forces. Yankovic is often portrayed as being paralyzed from apathy, while Josephson just kind of takes maddening actions in a desperate attempt to save humanity, as he embodies a state of innocence about him, with this belief that just very much makes her a perfect contrast with Yankovic. Josephson often acts as a prophetic figure as he encourages Yankovic to complete the spiritually guided task, which is to carry a candle across a pool in symbolization of just sparking reconnection with humanity. And Domizana Goridano is Yankovic's Italian translator. She represents rationality as she attempts to navigate, understand, and just woo him in general. And she's often torn between her fascination with him and frustrated with his refusal to engage with her or his surroundings. And Yankovic's state is just in a position where he can't really define himself on or his place, which causes him to just be a very passive, withdrawn kind of character. And these characters just seem like they're connected by way of just intensely longing for a place called home. And this results in an inability to function in the present moment. The external landscapes just made us a portray focus on the inner lives of characters. As Yankovic ultimately takes on Josephson's role of the saint and is symbolically completed by way of just carrying the candle to attempt to bridge the gaps of distance in general. And it kind of goes beyond the barriers of communication and language and culture. Just a really mesmerizing and transcendental scene all around.